E32 is looking for more power for the last 6 months.
Look at that man. Look at that man. What up, Micah? With a 6 months. Alright, I'm just finishing prepping and we're gonna start on the car. Be right back. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Yo, good morning everybody. Hey, different car on the hoist this morning. Let's go, baby. So, how has been your weekend? Hey, Hawk fan, how are you this morning, dear? Sheesh.
Gene 10 is looking for more power for the last 18 months.
18 months for my father. Hello, good morning, Dad. So, How is everybody doing this morning? The BMW is on the hoist. So here is my race car. This is a 1999 BMW M3 US spec. So anybody, if Raminta is coming by this morning, she will say that it sucks, but it's super cool. Hey, let's go. You're on the road this morning. Now that we say that, I did quite a lot of road in the last. Oh my god, with the bonjour! I love it, love it. So yeah, I've done quite a lot of road during this weekend. Basically, I was out 4 days, 5 days, 4 days. 4 days and did around 2,000 kilometers, more or so, more or less. So yeah, basically I did quite a lot of things during this weekend. It's always fun, to be fair, when you are looking at a map and like not even like a world map, not just a small map, but like the world map, and you can actually like say you went from there to there, and even if the distance is short, you can at least like move. It's not like just one town to the other, it's really like a huge distance, which is pretty good. So that was super cool. I had a blast. And there's a fly in here. All right, and yeah, so basically did a lot of road, and now the daily driver is overheating, and it's not that car. So basically we're gonna fix that car. There's a few things wrong with it that I want to sort out before going in the US next weekend for a national competition. And basically, yeah, we're going to work on it for now, and I'm waiting some parts for the daily driver. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with it, so we will see. I think it's the thermostat that's messing around on the Versa, but yeah, I don't like that car, so I don't want to work on it, but I don't have choice, so yep. But this one, I love it so much, so we're gonna work on that this morning. All right, what's the plan today? I had a to-do list. I did a sticky note on the computer just to make sure we're not missing anything. First thing first this morning, non, ça change rien, JS. Tu peux faire ce que tu veux avec la plaque, ça change sweet fuck all. C'est vraiment là, tu peux rien faire avec la plaque, sinon n'importe qui pourrait faire n'importe quoi sur la route. So basically, what we're gonna do this morning, we're gonna be replacing a bushing at the rear right wheel because there's one that has quite a good loose. I won't say. Non, tu peux rien faire. Essaye, fais ce que tu veux, JS. Tu peux rien faire à part si t'es dans la police, puis c'est illégal si tu le fais sans une raison valable. Fait que, tu sais, la police pourrait s'en servir, mais je fais rien d'illégal sur la route, fait que why not? Basically, he's just saying that, like, I should hide the license plate, but you cannot do anything with that. So, nah, je vis pas dans la peur de ça, to be fair, là. Je suis comme... Honnêtement, c'est comme je dis, tu pourrais prendre une photo n'importe où sur la route, puis genre, tu sais, tu peux rien faire. Tu peux rien faire. Fait que sinon, tout le monde la cacherait sur la route, right? Fait que c'est ça. Mais bref, yeah, this morning we're gonna be working at the rear. Basically, I have a loose on a bushing, and this loose has been here since last summer. I've been racing the car since the beginning of this summer, and yeah, I noticed that I had a loose in one of the rear wheel, and basically just hide my. I was like, no, there's nothing, because it's really a shitty job to do, and basically I'm going through one set of bushing every summer on this car, and that sucks. But I cannot upgrade them because in my category I have to stay stuck with the OEM parts, and they are just like failing all the time, so that sucks a little bit, but at the same time it's part of the game. So yeah, we're gonna be replacing one. The other one is still good in there. Like I said, there was already a loose since the beginning of the summer, and it never got worse, even with racing and stuff like that. So it was no big deal. You're gonna see it, but yeah, I just prefer to replace it before doing another 2,000 kilometers next weekend with that car. So that's just going to help and make sure we have more chance of coming back, which is quite nice, right? This is quite nice. All right, let's go. I'm gonna show you what's going on the car at the moment. So already set up the cam. Yeah, so basically if you want to take a look, I'm just going to try to show it to you. Hopefully it's gonna be quite good. I don't know if you can see it on the cam. Basically you have to look right around here. There's a bolt in there, and it's just that I can move about a quarter to half inch the bushing in there. So they have a really weird design. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get a close up. Worst case, I'll grab the truck trailer and my passport and we will get you home. Oh man, that will be crazy, imagine that. But at the same time, I don't want that because I have other thing planned for after the competition. So yep, let me grab the cam and show it even closer to you. All right, yep, this should be good. So you want to take a look, let me try to, there, okay, look at this bolt. The bolt's gonna stay fixed, like it's gonna stay in place, but all the assembly around it is going to move. Can you see this? So this movement here is what we're going to fix this morning, because this is like really not ideal on something you are racing. So let's start by removing the wheel. Man, Micah, the MVP ready to like go in Canada to just bring the BMW back. I should be able to at least bring it to the border and then use my assistance, I don't know how you say that, road assistance? Yeah, I think it's this. Because I have a pretty good one. Because, you know, I'm racing, so I want to make sure I'm gonna get back home even if I do break on the track. Man, there's a fly in here that's pissing me off today. Come on, go away. All right, I'm gonna try to not throw the wheel on my leg because basically it's a BMW, so the design is a bit cheaty. Oh yeah, we're gonna be replacing the wheel too, because right now I still have my racing tires on it. So we're gonna make sure that we are all set for a lot of road. Let me grab this plate. Boink, boink, boink. All right. At least they are some lightweight wheels, so they are not too bad to grab. All right, let's put it away from the car. Here sounds pretty good. I love road trips, plus I'm sure I could find a car to bring back for a project. Oh man, you know what? That's a thing I want to do one day. Honestly, okay, let's imagine that. If at some point we get enough people, you know, the thing I was saying, giving the $100 for a goal just to support the Datsun project. But at the same time, what I'm doing right now is keeping that money for basically a IRL backpack streaming kit. And what I would love to do is like go to the other side of Canada, so in Vancouver or something like this, and buy a car sight unseen and just bring it back home. So I will take the plane, go there, buy a car, and do like go across Canada to come back in Quebec with the car. That will be insane. I know a guy who did it, like a close friend, and it was an epic trip he did with his girlfriend. I love that idea. And if I have that streaming backpack, I will be streaming the shit out of it. Like every day will be like 8 to 10 hours of streaming, me riding in the car with like the chat in there and everything, even though it's not really legal, but shh. Go barn hunting, find an old Mustang or something newer even, I'm sure. Yeah, well, the thing is, the barn hunting is usually something that haven't ran properly for the last 10, 20, 30, 40 years old, so 40 last year, so basically you need something that you can trust to at least bring back home. Like the guy I told you, he basically bought a Woody, like a Jeep looking really close to yours, Micah, but with all the wooden panel on the side, thing that are basically rusted out here, and in the West it was in super good shape. And he bought the Woody and bring it back here. So it had the 4-cylinder carburetor engine, I think, and it was like using so much oil in it that he was basically stopping every 100 kilometers just to put back some oil in the engine. So basically he spent a lot of money on big oil can to just fill the engine, but at the same time it was part of the deal. He just bring the car back home and did it perfectly. So now the car is here, is gonna have to go through inspection. I think it's done actually. I think he did it, like he managed to sort everything out and pass the inspection. And now the car is plated for Quebec. So that's really insane. Went up to Vancouver, BC. That's how I found my 68 Dart GTS, my 66 Mustang. Damn. To Vancouver, BC, to a few spots and decided on which ones I wanted. They were just rolling chassis. Damn, that's crazy, man. But yeah, that's the point. I cannot go with just a rolling chassis or something like that. I will need to buy something else, but I will be down for that project. Yeah, that's really insane. Honestly, I really love that idea. Road tripping is so cool. All right, so basically we have to disconnect the control arm here, and this is where everything's going wrong. It's inside here, and basically you will see the design. I always have a few spare parts for that, because it's basically always failing. So I'm just going to, I think, remove the brake caliper just to give us some space. Ouch, that was my head. Do I have to? If I remember correctly, because it's been over a year that I've done this job and did a bunch of stuff at the same time, I think that I need to remove the brake caliper, the brake disc, and just loosen up the backing plate here just to get access properly to the bolt and be able to use the bushing extractor tool set. So yeah, I think that's gonna be our best bet. For now, I'm just going to bring you outside with me, so you will be able to follow what's going on in here. Let's do this. Yep, that's pretty good. So I'm gonna be removing most of the brake assembly in here. Do you guys have those massive auto auction for like impounded, abandoned, or missed payment or refund tour? We kind of have it, but it's honestly super boring. I saw like few Miatas, MX-5, I don't know how you call it in the US. Oh, Raminta, welcome, good morning, how are you? Yeah, so basically there was a few MX-5, there was a few like just some trash car. Most of them were stolen, and basically they were like in super bad shape, and people are paying crazy amount of money for that. So honestly, I hate it. Like I've been to a few of the government one, and yeah, it wasn't that good. So now I don't go at all. The only reason I will go is to buy an ambulance to convert it into a towing rig for a race car. That's the only thing I will buy there. That would be crazy. I don't think we have military stuff here going in auction. It's mostly like city stuff, government stuff, vehicle, and different equipment. So stands ambulance with like the platform at the back to tow the race car. That will be sick. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Raminta. So I was talking about you a few minutes ago. Basically, I was saying this is my BMW M3, so we're working on that car. If you want to see it a bit more closer, this is my race car. Yeah, I was saying like this is a 1999 M3 E36 US spec, and I was saying, yeah, if she hear me say US spec, she's gonna be because basically what you guys need to know is that there were two different version of the M3 in the E36 era. In fact, even three different model. Two were in Europe and one was in US. And basically the US spec is just the 6-cylinder 2.8 liter that was basically just boosted with like they basically bore and stroked the engine from the dealer. But yeah, it's a 3.2 liter, but it's doing only 250 HP compared to the European version, the Euro spec version, which was ITB, so individual throttle body for each cylinder, and basically it was doing a good 315 HP. So we had the boring version, you had the really nice one. But yeah, you know, that's part of the game, and I'm really happy with that one, honestly. For autocross, it's super epic. For lapping, it's okay, missing a bit of power like at the end of third gear and in fourth. Fourth is super boring, where the Euro spec had a 6-speed, so 3 and 4 are still super good. But yeah. So that's my BMW, and this morning we're replacing a bushing that was super loose at the back, so that's gonna be part of the day. Like, I hope we're gonna be done by lunchtime. We could get a Black Hawk or Chinook helicopter on there and stance it. My God. Do you think no, they are not selling stuff like that. I mean, maybe if they remove all the like guns and stuff like that. It's the US. I wouldn't even be surprised that you can actually buy a Black Hawk or something like this. I'm not judging, I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't be too much surprise, like too much of a big surprise, right? All right, let's remove. Oh yeah, at the back you're not some 17, you're some 14 or 16 or something like this. That's true. Hey, it's been a while that I removed the brake in there. Yeah, you are weird. You are 16 mil bolt. All right, do I have the 16 mil in here? 16. Let's do this. I'm gonna grab the rubber hammer just to make it easier. I don't know if it is the same, if what is the same in the US. You also have to pay, it's million of course, and tons of regulation licensing. So have to pay to have a certain company certified, and that's it all the time. Oh damn, that's crazy. I don't know if it's the same in the US. Are you talking about the M3 Raminta? Not sure. Let's remove that little bolt in here. Right. I really love a rubber hammer just to loosen bolts. It's super easy to work with it. That's my arm in your face. Anything basically did my message is not sent. I just said that I don't know if it's the same in the US. That's the only message. I had the about me before that, and then I had the I don't know if it's the same in the US. Yeah, US spec is usually about regulation, and usually they have to adapt to a California market, which is like super hard on emission and stuff like that. And basically the car gets just boring after that. And I don't see any. What? I cannot see it. Can anyone see the message of Raminta if it's recent? Because maybe like something is blocking it. But I don't know, is there a word in there that shouldn't be there? But at the same time, I don't see any notification telling me, hey, someone's saying something that it shouldn't be. I should see it in chat. Wait a second, I'm gonna look here. No, I don't even see it in OBS. What the hell? Come on, Twitch, you drunk. You drunk, mate. Let's remove this. Send it. Maybe it's too long, yeah. Sounds good. My god, all this for a message. Imagine that. Thank you, Twitch. Okay, we're gonna have to grab a compartment just to put all our bolts together. I should have put some gloves. Classic. Okay, since I spent a lot of my life in cars, I could make a fact that owning an old car like a Civic, a Golf EU wants the USDM bumper and US wants the UU bumper lights and so on. Yeah, that's a fact. However, performance-wise, usually the Euro spec is better than what we get in here. So that's a thing. But yeah, other than that, you're fully right. Like you always want what you don't have, right? So basically, here everything about Volkswagen was all about those yellow fog lights and headlights and stuff like that, and it was like the thing you needed to have. But when you own like an M3, Lexus, or any other like sports style one, everyone here appreciate you one more. Yeah, that's right, because if you have the US one, it was obviously a meatball, and they think you are poor because you can't afford a normal EU version. Makes sense. That totally makes sense. And yeah, I mean, here we just don't have the choice. I mean, not true. The M3, there was like 75, I think, EU spec on the first year, but let's imagine that 25 years later, how rare they are if they are not just destroyed, right? So basically, it's super hard to find them. I know one guy who actually owned one, and they are some super nice car to drive. But yeah, basically, you cannot do a lot of things with them. Like, I mean, I'm not sure I would put it on a racetrack just because they are so rare and going for so much that it's gonna be, no, I will race it, let's be honest. Yeah, exactly, the license plates, that's true. Everything I wanted as on the owner was any plates because my Civic last rig was in 2013. Oh, damn. But you are, yeah, you wanted a plate, but now you have it and everything is fine, so that's cool. Come on, Nightbot, peace off. The guy in the post asked me if these numbers are okay, said yes, just give. Yeah, everything is good. Come on, give me that plate. Come on, man. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what, like, that's one reason why I have the Datsun as a project, is that it already has a license plate and everything. And here in Quebec, as long as it is plated at least for a few months every year, you don't have to go through inspection or anything. So this weekend we went to New Brunswick, right next to Quebec province, and there they have to go through inspection every 2 years for old car and every 3 years for brand new car. And that's crazy because basically my daily driver won't even pass the inspection there. So imagine like a super modified Datsun or something like that, and right now with the frame and everything, it wouldn't go through inspection for sure. All right, this brake is removed. Let's put it right on the hoist there. And now we're just going to basically unscrew part of the backing plate. Oh man, I think I have to go through removing most of the handbrake assembly here just to get access to this, because I know if I'm not doing this, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to just basically have the place to put everything in there. So yeah, let's do it. We're just going to do it properly, right? Oh, that's a smaller one, of course. Use 5 years for car with history status. Oh, damn. And is it hard to go through that? Like your Civic with all the modification stents and everything, do you have to put it back near stock to just go through inspection and then put everything back in after that? They try doing every year in Washington states, and everyone refused and just didn't renew the because it's too far. Let me come closer. It was 50 and renewal was 500. Now it's no testing ever and $30 a year. Oh my God, let's go. Oh, okay, so you can just adjust coilover. That's cool. That's super cool. Because basically, yeah, here in Quebec, coilover is always a gamble. It depends on where you're going and everything. So basically, it's not super easy to go through inspection, and you will have to like work a little bit to make sure everything is okay. But usually, normally the law says you can use I think I'm able to just do that and unscrew some bolts at the back here. Basically there's a few bolts right there. I don't think you can see it, but yep, so we're gonna go right in there trying to unscrew those bolts, and I think we're gonna be okay with that. Are we? Not sure. I think we're gonna have to remove everything. Shit, I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna have to use. All right, so let's go to the part of the stream where removing everything is gonna be easy, and then when we're gonna have to put everything back together, it's gonna be a pain in the ass because drums are painful. Drums break are my enemy. For airlift, you gotta go back to start. Okay, yeah, so you basically have to have a gas chuck with a spring, and yeah, so airbags and stuff like that are not working. That's like normal, I would say, just because it's not something designed for those kind of car, not like a truck with air brakes and air suspension, right? Come on, get out of there. All right, you're gonna stay there. I don't care. I don't care. That's the big one. There you go. There you go. No. All right, so I'm gonna keep that there. Keep that in there. And we have access to everything now. Cool. It's not drum brakes for the rear system. It's basically the handbrake is a drum brake inside your disc brake. So, yep, that's part of the game. Would they allow bags that can be ride high then drop for stents when wanted? No, that's not going through. Yeah. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah. What, new disappointment? Why? I'm pretty sure the Euro spec is the same way. Basically, the handbrake is a small drum inside your thing because a classic European German car, so over-designed, and yeah. But it's working. It's working pretty well, actually, even though I'm not using that for drifting because that wouldn't be great for drifting. That's fact. All right, I didn't basically put everything back to its place, so I might be looking for some tools this morning. I didn't have time to do that, so yep, we might end up with a mess. But yeah, it's not super hard to work with that, so I pretty much, like, it's convenient, it's not a big deal. Except if that one bolt won't disconnect at all. We're gonna use a socket because I don't want to rip that thing. 10 mil, let's go. Is it going in there? I'm just afraid that I won't have the space to, yep, exactly. Shit! All right, where's the small ratchet? I'm gonna need you, so show up, please. You're not in here. You're not in there. Where are you at? Pump, 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 pump. My Euro spec was same as that, and I had to replace it after seizing in parking lot. My God! Also, how you like the video of the fest? It was insane. Honestly, it looks so cool. Uh, I really like how it seems like a really classic Eurofest we will have over here, but basically going during the night with a huge party and everything. That looks insane. Are you camping on site basically? Like you're going there for the weekend, doing some camping and stuff like that? That's what I kind of understand of the video. So that was looking super nice, to be fair. One day we will have a Vinto meeting, a car meeting fest here in Quebec. Let's say that. That will be so great. All right, I need to find that ratchet. Tell me it's not in the Datsun, please. If it's in the Datsun, I'm gonna be super pissed. Because right now I can't find it at all. I just pushed the Datsun outside. Yeah, to chill and to grill, that's why it's called chill. Oh man, that's so cool. I really love like, this is the little thing, like just enjoying a good weekend with buddies over there and like having a blast and everything. It's so cool. All right, we're gonna try something. Nah, that's not working. That's not working. All right, let's try one other thing then with the wrench. I'm gonna try that. That's not going in there, right? Right, if you are not, what else can be used for that? Let's try to find out. I hate it when I lose my tools, because I just didn't put them properly in here. So I'm gonna grab the 10 mil bag. Yeah, camping is great. I haven't done a lot in my life, to be fair, though, so basically it's kind of not a thing I'm used to, but I really enjoy that. Maybe I can try to just use the rubber hammer just to unstick that from there. And it did work, I think. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, it did. Let's go. That's a win. Let's try the other one in here. I hate removing backing plate. This one was easy. And we're gonna have a big one in here just because of the mechanism of the plate. Oh, let's try not to scrape anything. So yeah, we're gonna be removing that. I will need to do more camping. Basically, when I was younger with my parents, we used to rent a cottage with like no electricity at all every year, like in a different place, and like just a place with propane for. Oh my God, that random sound. Who's that? Who did? Oh my God, good morning, MTV. Gulu gulu! Oh my God, that was a good one. Hello, good morning, NPV. About the parking brake on BMW, I remember a nice Sunday evening and Sarah Montparnasse. Yup, that hello, new streamer. Can someone ban NPV, please? Oh wait, there's no mud in here because I don't have a lot of mud because I'm doing everything myself. Good morning, NPV, and fuck you. I'm not a new streamer, okay? I'm an old streamer doing a comeback. And yeah, basically my first BMW, what my father is saying is that the parking brake in here basically exploded inside there. So the pad, it's the brake shoes they are called, were just floating around, and at 100 kilometers per hour on the, was not a highway but close to, it basically got stuck in there, and the wheel just started to lock at 100k. And that was pretty scary when you are super young and don't know what's going on. An old streamer doing it? Yikes. That's because I'm always on the road, NPV. I'm not living from the stream, you know, so I'm doing other stuff outside of the stream. Got it. Almost cut my hand, but got it. Yup. After the road assistant basically screwed me over, so, and he just bring my tools and I repair myself on the side of the road, and that was like quite epic because that was the first time doing a really quite challenging fix at the moment, because I didn't know at all how this was assembled, and basically I removed everything, and that was pretty cool. Is there anything else holding? I don't think so. Oh yeah, there's one in there. All right. Oh, where did I just put my key? There. All right. Oh yeah, basically I was saying something just before that. It was oh yeah, camping. Yeah, we didn't do a lot of camping when we were younger, but we were renting like always a cottage and everything for a fishing trip with my parents. And basically we were like always going to some different places every year. And one of the first thing was no internet, no TV, no nothing, just to make sure that we were really by ourselves with just like we were just chilling and having fun and going fishing early in the morning and stuff like that, and that was super cool. All right, can I push that back here? I think that's gonna help. Yep, that's gonna help. Now I'm gonna have place. You see, basically what I'm looking for is getting more room in here. So usually it will be like this, and now I have plenty of room to access that. So now let's grab, it's 18 millimeters if I recall correctly. If I remember correctly, let's go 18 mils. And are we going with that one or with the ratchet? I think I'm gonna go with the ratchet. That's gonna be easier if I have it close. Man, I think I forgot a bunch of tools inside the Datsun. It's just outside, but it's all like wrapped up to make sure no rain gets in it. So yep, my favorite part of hunting is that for 2 weeks my phone won't work. Yeah, exactly. That was a nice thing. And usually, like in the last few trips we did, I was always trying to keep the phone shut for like as long as possible. So sometimes it took me like 2 to 3 days before even opening it up, just because I didn't want to. All right, please loosen up. Yeah, let's go. All right, so basically I'm screwing up a little bit my suspension, my alignment with that, but we don't really care because it's just one bolt with an eccentric play on it, and I'm gonna be putting the max camber on it basically, so I just don't care because it's gonna work anyway. All right, so can I just take that out, please? Oh yeah, that's because of you, right? All right, let's just grab that screwdriver in here and remove that. Oh, that was my head again. No, that won't. try it a little bit. That's better. Now just don't stay stuck on the threads because we want to keep them clean and usable. That's not going in there. Try to unscrew that. While camping, it's the best moment to be sure then you can talk with kids in the middle of the lake just to enjoy listening and talking with parents or swimming at 2 kilometers to get back to camp. Yeah, that's fair. That's quite fair. At the same time, you don't want that to become like a trap to talk to your kid, like, because the kid would just be pissed off going into a fishing trip, right? So you need to take care of that, not going too far with that. Let's put back the knot on here. Oh yeah, that's true, you're gonna be lucky. Oh, that's why you're not getting out. All right, you did do that, right? All right then. That's gonna be a hard one, I think. All right, it's getting out slowly, which is a good thing. Stuck, yeah, okay. Well, fuck you too. All right, let's try that again. Hit it harder. Kids, what is that item? That is some nice memories. Well, yeah, seems like I'm a kid, but yeah, I don't know what that is. No time for babies. Come on. That's less money and less time for cars, so no freaking way, no thanks. Gonna pass. Gonna listen to NPV for once and hit it even harder. Let's see if it works. It might actually work if I'm grabbing a punch with a hammer, a proper one. So NPV is going to be like, that's gonna be top quality content for him. Well, if I was always listening to you, basically everything will be smashed with a hammer or welded, or both. Or plasma cutted, but I don't have a plasma cutter, so that's one thing I cannot do if you're telling me to do. Come on, let's go. You can get out. Oh yeah! Nailed it. That and that. And all those threads are destroyed because it basically flipped over. I'm gonna have to tap those threads, it's super bad. Usually you can sometimes redo them by just using the nut on it, but yeah, we will see. Not sure that's gonna work perfectly for that one. I'm gonna try to, I'm not sure I have a tap that of that size. That's gonna be a problem maybe. They are a super bad bolt that they put in there. It's always stuck and like not working properly. Yeah, I know there's a tool for that, but like, yeah, I don't have the proper one and I don't have time to get the proper one. All right, let's keep going. So now that this is done, we can move that a bit further down, I think. There you go. And yeah, basically, just so you know how it's done, take a look. Oh, take a look at this. See how this is moving. I'm gonna try to keep that stable. Look at the bushing in here. So basically, the way they designed that part here, I'm gonna try to find the replacement one. I know where it is normally. So let me just do that, and basically I'm gonna show you a brand new one and you're gonna understand what's going on and why it's always breaking up. Where are you, new one? Oh, we could do some cleaning of the air filter, that will help too. Alright, these are not the new one. These are not the new one, but I'm getting close. There's some brand new part in there, so that's a good sign. This is not right. No, this is not. I'm gonna be back soon. A spare water pump, not exactly what we need right now. Oh, there you go. I think you are one of them. Yep, it is. All right, so basically this is what we are replacing. This is the bushing we are replacing. And one weird thing with that bushing, that's some pretty beautiful hands. Basically one thing the reason we are replacing it is that this bushing here is also a ball joint at the center. So it's a sphere that's moving and giving some dynamic alignment adjustment when you are driving the car, which is quite a special design, but at the same time it seems to work pretty well because the car is really amazing on the track. So this is cool. You got some dirt on your hands. Oh, for real? Oh shit, you're right. There's a small spot there. Damn. So yeah, so basically this is the reason why we are replacing it, is because that was another perfect random sound. So yeah, basically we are replacing that because the sphere in the center is just getting wear down and it's getting a loose, and then the wheel can move forward and backward a little bit. It's not too bad when it's just sitting down on the wheel and like just driving normally, but because I'm pushing the car a bit too much on the track, well, it's getting a bit like worse every time, even though it was super stable since the beginning of the summer. So far so good, but I don't want to test it and push it to the limit like just before a super big racing event. All right, so what we're gonna use today is this massive C-clamps that we will be using for basically just like removing the old bushing and putting the new one in there. So this is what we're gonna do. I know there's like I used, what was that? I know I've used something special last time to do that. I think it's like a super big socket that's over there, I think, a special clamp, but yeah, I'm gonna have to find that. So there is a weakness in the German precision engineering. Oh yeah, there is, and it's me because I push it too hard. So yeah, there is, and this bushing is the one on the BMW, to be fair. Like, it's really the biggest problem I have with the car. They are always failing. Like I said, at least one side a year. So we're gonna try to have plenty of space in here just to make sure we can put everything there. I know I have to use Okay, you're the one there, you're the one there. So basically I had to cut down, oh yeah, I'm not even with the hand cam, so let's change that. Ooh. So basically I had to cut one to part here to make it fit. But usually I think I'm going like this and just pushing it to the outside, and then I'm gonna be using like a socket or something to push it in there after that. So I just need to find out which one I was using. I'm gonna try this one, I guess. This one seems pretty good. So we might end up getting stuck here for quite a while just because I have to figure out which combination of the dies and everything I have to use. So yeah. Yeah, hammer. I got a bushing ball joint kit that works good. It's like a big clamp. Yeah, basically that's what we are using. Look at this. It's a super big clamp. I have one and I had to cut part of it just to make it work with that. But basically last year I removed the entire rear subframe and redid all my bushing. So everything in here is brand new, but you see, even new, there's still some unwanted wear on it. So that's part of the game. Yeah, I think I was using it this way. This. Man, that fly is pissing me off. Oh, let's go a snack. What is the snack today? What is the snack? Maybe you're already gone, but if you're not, I want to know what is the snack. Yep, I think this is the combination I was using. So basically, I think we are in a good position so far to push the center of the bushing out, and after that we're going to be able to push the outside if it's not coming all together. All right, hard part is to align everything, making sure it's gonna force in the proper way. Yep, like that. And then this, and then we're gonna put some lube on the thread here because you don't want them to overheat when forcing. And we're gonna grab the impact tool and just push the shit out of it. Let's go. If it's done this morning, I'm super impressed and like super happy with that. Delish Kibin, whatever it is. I just sent you your next car on Facebook. Oh my God, what's that? Well, my next car is gonna be here next week. Just want to tell you that. I have a new car on the way, Jay, but yeah. So maybe the second next one. Oh, NPV. I'm gonna lube you up. It's not broken, the one from next week too. All right, what's that? Oh yeah, a little Supra at 100K. I can buy that, why not? It's running until it's not. All right, oh yeah, I have to take care of that too. Good morning, Jay, how are you? This. All right, next one. Gonna grab, I think it's a 3/4 if I remember. Oh, 7/8? Maybe 7/8. 7/8 it is. We're going to grab the biggest one. Gonna have to move the engine back a little bit. All right. Boom. This, and not that one. Oh, what's up, Val? Good morning. What's the next car? You will have to wait for it. Some people already knows, but you will have to wait. It's a small car. It's really not something super special or anything. It's just I had a deal and I decided to take it. All right, so we're gonna send it. We're gonna try to see if it is moving. So we are looking for this part here to just be pushed on the other side there. So let's see if it's working. With the cam in the way, I'm gonna try to not hit you, but yeah. so far it seems like it works. Oh yeah, so we have part of it already gone. And now I just have to find the perfect socket to put in there, just to make sure it's getting pushed entirely on the other side. Let's try to find that. This is not, oh, this is where I was using the biggest socket, right? That will, yep, because it's bigger than 24 millimeters, so I'm gonna have to get the biggest socket just to push it outside of there. A ladder, no, a small car, ew. That might be my first rally car, not gonna lie. So basically the next car I'm buying next week is something I'm gonna use maybe as a daily driver at first, but it might become the first rally car I'm going to put into a tree after that. All right, it's over there. Let's use that transmission to move up and take the big thing in here. And basically one good trick when doing bushing is to always have a kit of huge sockets, so you will be able to push with the right size. Big socket. Smart 4.2. I had a Smart 4.2. Technically I still have one. I still own one, but it's not at my house, and we might end up selling it. You just remember me that I need to take a look at that. I need to make sure if we are selling it or not. That's something with that has to do with my dad. Yep, that's a thing. Thank you for remembering me that. Oh, and yeah, that's where this part was used, and it was not working great, but it was doing the job. So basically I'm gonna use a huge socket here, and this one I'm gonna just push with that, right, or with this. Any of them should work. This, like that. Yep, I think this is, oh, maybe just like that. All right, we will have to try. So basically I think I'm coming this way, like this. And then I'm gonna have to, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to remove absolutely everything from the center of it. No. I forgot that the tool was a bit broken. What? Ring ring. Yeah, the Smart 4.2 was for, my dad has like a RV with a garage at the back for pulling a ATV in it. And basically since it's going hunting and fishing and stuff like that, we plan on making the Smart 4.2 fit at the back, and maybe put a lift kit on it with ATV wheels and stuff like that, because basically the Smart is like three stud wheel, and we plan on doing like the conversion to a 4 stud that will fit some ATV wheels on it, and it was looking pretty sick, to be fair, but like we ended up changing plan as a mini car project tends to do. So yep, let's buy a Smart and put Hayabusa motor. Oh man, that will be so freaking great. Many people have done this, and it's so insane. All right, no more metal part in there. Part of the tool stayed in there. All right, let's see what's going on. Come on. Oh my God, come on. Just get out of there. The thing got stuck in the middle. You know what, NPV, we're gonna use the hammer. All right, that's done. So you wanna see the middle of it? This is it. This is how the center of the bushing is looking like. So this is the ball joint that's getting all loose in there. So yep. There you go. Boom. Boom. And then put that bag in here. And then we're gonna have to push the center of it out of there. Let's do that. So that was with the 32 mil. And maybe something else. I'm gonna have to look. Hammer me, baby. All right. One dream will be, honestly, Raminta, to at some point, if the channel grows enough, to have a community project. That will be insane. Like, you know, just picking a car model based on a poll we will do with people, like fixing the amount of money I can use to buy it and everything, and then like going forward with what kind of modification. Are we going slam? Are we going like a super stance car, since I haven't built one, an off-road car or anything like this? That will be so freaking great to do. I will really, really enjoy that. All right, are you able to go through that? That will be super cool. Let's try it. I'm not sure that's gonna work, but we have to try it to know. Oh, I will be down for that. A Golf, I will be super down. Civic, never owned one. There's a super clean one around here. It's been a while, I haven't seen it. Maybe it has been sold. No, that's forcing against my up. So I'm gonna try to add that little extension I had there, because I think this is what I'm missing at the moment. That would be super great if I could just move that a little bit more. To use almost all of the thread in there just to make enough space for it. All right, well, if you want to go down, let's go. I think I have to use that. Sorry, I think I'll move the cam. It's not too bad. All right, this and this, like this, and then use that. That's hard to put all together. I will need like another hand to just put everything in there, to hold everything while I'm pulling the tools. Yep, that's it. That's the one. That's the thing I need to do. All right. Well, now I just need to make it work. It needs to stay in place. This is good. This is almost good. All right, I think we're good with that. All right, on this side I'm okay. How about this side? Yep, I feel like that's pretty much it. All right, let's send it. I think we're done. Whoa, that's the cam going on the ground. At least it didn't break this time. Nailed it. Boom, the bushing is out. Let's go. That went pretty well, to be fair. If I can't get that back out. Yeah, let's go. Boom. That's a win. GG. We did it. The Lexus LS. Lexus LS. I will, is that, I'm not sure which one. Is that the Toyota Altezza or the IS 300 we had here. I think so. Is that the old one with the 1JZ basically, or 1.5 JZ, something like that, non-turbo with automatic transmission? To make everything interesting, just go to the junk yard and pick anything that's cheap and possible to rebuild. Oh, that would be great. Okay, that's another dream of mine, like just going into basically a wreck place and try to build something out of scrap out there. That would be so cool. Do you have a Phoebe parts manufacturer in US? That name is like something I've heard of, but I'm not sure what that is. What is that already? Because I've heard of that, but I'm not sure we have that in Quebec, to be fair. Because that's something I would have. I've heard that name. I tried to remember where. Maybe on YouTube, but I'm not sure. Either if you do, don't buy bushing from too soft. Oh, okay. That's good to know. What is the one I have in here? These are some what's that name? From the name, I think it's basically they are made in Germany, and I think they are basically OEM one, but they don't have the BMW logo, so I'm not sure. Honestly, let's see this. Do you know that brand? Because this is the one I'm trying to use this time. So they are made in Germany, they have the proper number, and yeah, I've tried quite a few one. Melee, yeah, Melee is really good. But I tried those, honestly. I don't know if it's Melee or male, or I don't know how you say that, but yeah, basically I've tried those, and I mean, it's just the design. I'm just pushing too hard on the car, and basically all of them are just ending up failing. So it just ended up failing because I'm too hard on the rear suspension, and like I have some Coney yellow, you can see on the other cam. Melee, I don't know which one. Melee, I think. Learning some weird name with Vinto this morning. Let's go. Some parts just wear when you can't beef them up in your class. Yeah, exactly. That's part of the game. So basically, this is the only thing that's really wearing on the car. And the other thing is link kit, of course, at least at the front, because I have a bigger sway bar. But basically, these are the only thing that's really like getting some damage from racing. Otherwise, it's pretty much straightforward with that car now. So because I've done a lot of maintenance in it, and everything is pretty much brand new on the car, so the car is in really good shape. So I'm applying a bit of wheel bearing grease in there just to help it slide into place perfectly. So yep, it's nice when it's only one thing and you know how to replace it and such easily. Yeah, I mean, I hate that job. That's why I didn't do it at the beginning of the summer, because I hate it. You have so many things to tear apart just to get access to it, and it's always the one at the bottom, never the one at the top that will be super easy to access. I put Phoebe bushing in the fork where my chuck bushing goes, and when releasing car from the jack, the chuck bolt just lays in the middle. Oh my god, that's super sad. Oh man, putting like a brand new part and it's failing right away, that sucks. But yeah, so basically, like you said, it's fun when you just have one thing, because basically I know I can just buy a bunch of them, even though they are like $60 each. I have like a few spare ones because I know they are failing, and I'm just keeping a few in stock to make sure that I can do that job whenever I feel for doing it, like I want to do it. So that's pretty cool. Just beat myself up. Well, Melee really does its job. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, sometimes it's worth putting a bit more money on some really good quality parts. Wait, what? All right, let me think about that. Usually, that one. Usually, I have to apply pressure on it to put it into place, right? But that one right here just slide perfectly into place without any loose. How do I need to feel about that? Is that because it's a better quality one made in Germany instead of of anywhere else in the world? Or is it that my hub is getting a bit too wide? Yeah, it's not doing anything super fun if it's happening, right? Hello, Kev. Good morning. Yeah, it feels like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna take a look. I think I have another one left, and we're gonna try to see if the other one does the same. I'm not gonna put any lube on that one. It's the same brand, so we will see if they are both like this, because usually they shouldn't really be as easy as that to put in, but at the same time I don't see really a big problem. Yeah, basically they are the same, because I don't say big problem because I don't have loose and basically my bolt is just going to put it in there. However, I'm a bit afraid it's gonna slide like this while running, right? Because if I'm going to put that back in, ow, that's my fingers. I mean, at the same time, yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, right? Having that sliding in and out. No, that's not gonna do the job, and that's a big problem this morning. Turn on the Karen mode. Yeah, basically I've bought those like quite a long time ago, so I'm not gonna get a replacement for these ones, but at least I could maybe try to buy another set, because that's really, oh my god, that's not a good thing. That's not what we had in mind this morning. All right, let's try something else. I'm gonna weld it into place just like NPV will recommend. And now it's stuck. All right, there we go. I just want to see if the old one, like it was super tight in there, is it now sliding in and out perfectly? No, this one is still pretty much stuck in there. Yep, it's getting stuck. There's no way I could push that one in. All right, well that sucks. I'm gonna have to, cause basically here it's not easy to get those parts, so I'm gonna have to make a call. And yeah, let me think about this for a sec, because I need the car to be running properly tomorrow night. You can you guess what I'm gonna suggest? Yep, all the time. No, that's not an option, I'm just trolling. Yeah, because that's not going to make it. There's a few ways you can make it stuck in there if needed. Like honestly, I have a few ideas of how you could make it work. Basically by just doing some dent on the other side of the bushing surface. So basically it will be just like grip inside that hub part. But yeah, I just want to make sure. I'm just gonna remove for now, but yeah, that's not going to change anything. Even if I remove the the wheel bearing grease on it, that's not going to change anything. Usually it's helping to put them in there and prevent any rust from happening. The surface in here is still pretty good, so it's not about the surface getting, this is just having too much play on it. So basically you could like just damage this with like a punch or something just to make some dent all the way around, and this way that will just grip inside the surface. But that's not like, that's really a plan C thing that the old one is gone. The old one is just when you are removing them, you're destroying it. You don't have like another option. You cannot put it back there. So that's not even an option at the moment. All right, no panic mode. It's the first thing we did this morning because we knew that was the worst. Okay, the worst thing we had to do. Maybe I'm gonna mute myself and try to call the part shop over here. So I know the last time I had to call one rush, it was in here. So yeah, give me a few seconds. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna make a call and see if we can have the part in time. Pum, pum, pum. All right, so I'm going muted. Just before that, I'm gonna go on the be right back screen. Wow. I'm gonna turn off the cam. Just so if I happen to be like super pissed, you're not going to know. Be right back, gang. All right, first place had nothing in stock. Let me try second place. You know how sometimes you shouldn't be touching something that's working? Well, we are exactly in that case at the moment. Basically, there's the part at one place around me that could have it for today. They don't have it in stock. And yeah, it's exactly the same thing as I have like here. And I have it twice, so we're not in a better shape now. So we have to improvise. What are we going to do? So let me think about that. I have maybe one idea that could be done. Let's see how possible that is. So yeah, I've damaged that, so I don't think it's gonna be something we can do. Because basically, the thing I thought of doing was maybe, let's just do that, was maybe try to remove the inner part of it in here to put it inside here. So basically merge, blend the two, yeah, merge the two bushings together. So rebuild this one with that one. But that one is like super damaged here. Like it's not in really good shape, and I don't know how doable I can, how easy I can make it fit. The reason they are basically always getting damaged is because it's some plastic sleeve in there, and this is what's getting like super torn and wearing out and everything. So that's why it's getting a lot of loose. And yeah, I don't think I should have touched it so far, so that sucks. I'm gonna grab and see how much of a difference there is. I'm just going to take a measurement. Sorry for the wait, by the way, I'm back. I lost a few viewers with that, and that's normal, but hey, we are in a rush now, so yep, that's really not some good news. So let's see. Right now with a caliper, we are at 45 mil, like a hair above 45 mils, and in here, yeah, you know, you see it's not even half a millimeter of difference. That's creating that loose. So honestly, I'm really starting to think I might go with the redneck way. I have to, so at least I can like try something stupid with one and see if it's working or not. And if it's not, well, I'm gonna be doing something less stupid with the other one, right? Yeah, I'm like not even half a millimeter of difference. Just like this is doing this. I'm gonna fix it in here. Just to make sure I have the proper one, proper measurement. You need to shim it with something that will survive at least the event. Yeah, at least the road trip. You see, I just have barely some difficulties. Either that or, like I said, one thing I could try to do is to damage the outer surface here to make it grip inside that hub. So just making sure there's a bit of metal going up. So basically creating some patterns on here just to make sure that, like, if I push a bit of metal all the way around, like, well, all the way around, just at some specific places, all the way around, just some impact with punch. Yeah, that's sketchy, but that's gonna grip. That's gonna grip inside there, and that's all I need at the moment. Because I cannot shim, there's not enough space for that. Honestly, there's virtually no space. It's not even half a millimeter. So, like, the bushing is holding in place with no movement at all. But at the same time, this one was a Euro parts URO, so I just saw the number on it. So yeah, and basically I could use that for just like Kevin said, NRK, survive the event. I just need something that will survive the road trip and the event. And honestly, it just needs to stay in place. Man, my hair are doing a lot of weird things today, and I have so much dust on my hand, like brake dust. I need to take care of what I'm doing. So yeah, so I'm maybe going to try something on this one here, that's the old one, just to see if I can basically make something work out of that. Maybe there will have been one place I could have called to. I will try during lunchtime, I guess. And let me see what I could do with that. You know, we need to live our life with some sketchy stuff sometimes. All right, what else? Because honestly, I'm open to any suggestion at that point because I really need the car to be working properly. Like, this part needs to be done tonight. It has to be done tonight because I'm not going to have enough time otherwise. So, and you know, when you're starting a project just by thinking, oh, I'm gonna do it because this time I'm going super far, and you basically end up having more problem than you will have if you will have just not touch anything. Part of the if it's working, don't touch it, which is not really my way to think on some parts. Like I think it's good to do a proper maintenance and everything, but at the same time, for this specific one, maybe I should have. All right, let me try something on the old one just to see how it reacts. Just want to see if it's doing what I think it's gonna do, and I think it is. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but what I'm thinking is I'm gonna try to have the focus in here. Let's focus on that. Let's go. You can do it. You can do it. That's where it will. All right, let's go. You see, if I'm doing some little punch there, how it's getting just a touch of texture on top. Look at the top line. I'm getting a bit of metal going outside the surface. So doing something like this could make it grip inside there. So that could be a way to do it. Otherwise, I need to think of a way to press it into place, to have maybe something that will just hold it. All right, I'm gonna roll outside. Wish you the best of luck for this. Have a nice day. Hey, have a nice day, Raminta. Have a nice ride with the Civic if you're going outside with it. So yeah, and I'm gonna be streaming today, tomorrow morning for sure, afternoon not sure. After that I'm gonna be out for the weekend because big event, so yep. And I'm gonna be back somewhere next week. I don't know exactly, to be fair, because basically we are taking some time off, me and my girlfriend, since she is in vacation. So we're gonna have a blast in the US. And yeah, after that we will see. I'm gonna be back on the Datsun at most in 2 weeks. At most, I'm gonna be back on the Datsun in 2 weeks, and we're gonna just go through that project. I bought this. This is the metal sheet that is going to be used to patch the rust in the wheel arch and stuff like that. So have a nice day. Thank you for coming this morning again and having a chat. That's super fun. So big love. All right, so now we need to think, what are we doing with that? Otherwise, another possibility is to just, you were saying a shim, Kev, which is not a bad idea. I can always try to use the welder just to put a few little spots there and then sanding it just to make it work better. I can try to use a really rough sandpaper to make it grip inside there too. That sometimes can work. I'm trying to think other than that, what else can we do? I just don't want to rush it too much, like, oh my God, we need to do something and do something stupid. I could use glue. Honestly, that will suck, but for one weekend, I can definitely maybe stick it inside there. Use some glue and make it work. That could be the way to go. I'm trying to think if I have sandpaper close. Well, I won't try it on that one. I could try it on the new one because this is not a big deal, just sanding it a little bit to make it rough because right now it's super smooth. So we could do that. Micah, are you still in here? I need your advice on that if you have anything to say. And PV, I'm not asking because I know you're gonna tell me, well, just weld it, bro. Duh. Which will work in some kind of way, right? What are you here? You are some side markers. I really think I just have 2 of them. I don't think I have any other spare parts for these ones, but I'm gonna take a look just in case, you know. Imagine that I happen to have another one in here, a Euro one, and that will mean we could probably make it work, right? But I remember, man, that fly this morning is pissing me off. Come on, get the fuck out of here. I don't have time for you, bro. This is some lifters. That's not what we are doing, hopefully, for a long time. All right, I have nothing in there. Let's make it move this way, and let's try to just take a look in that one here. So Micah doesn't seem to be here. All right, we're gonna be on our own. Let's try that. BMW back. All right, looking into that crate to see if we have anything else that we could use for that replacement. So far the Euro one was the good one. All right, since I'm here, I'm gonna grab the oil filter because we're gonna do that this afternoon normally. Honestly, I will want something different for this morning. This is not the case. Do I have something else? I remember that I had one control arm in spare, but that control arm had only the other side bushing. Let's think about it for a second. So if I had to shim something in there, how would I do that? Right, let's put the camera back on there, and I'm just brainstorming out loud the other one, right? All right, so basically I have this. I don't really want to affect the hub because this is the expensive part to replace. However, this surface inside here could maybe be sanded a little bit, just scratch the surface a little bit, scratch the surface of the new bearing, and maybe that could work. But honestly, I doubt it a little bit. I think that will be super hard to make it work this way. So I feel like I put all the sandpaper in a place here, but I don't remember where. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Where are all my sandpapers? Pretty sure I had them somewhere in here. You are not with the oil, right? No, that was really just some oil in there. I remember that. This one in here is Datsun Camaro, so that's not the one. Where are my stuff to scratch the surface of everything, of life? Are you at the back there? No. Are you in here? Nope. In here? Nope. Where are you at? Where are they? I think they are maybe in here. Not there, not there, not there. Well, no, they are not. Why do I remember putting them somewhere, but I can't figure out where? That's not good. All right. So what are we going to do with that? Let's think for a while. Let's take the time to think about this. What are you? Oh, you are the LED lights. Are not what we need. We're gonna do that. We're gonna bring that crate on the ground too. And take a look inside here. Just making sure if we have anything else that could be useful. No. Water pump, not something we need. Brake pads. These are some spare ones. You're not the thing here. Nope. Gas strut, no. Euro parts here, what are you? You're the thermostat, just in case of something bad happening. I don't even know if that one is still good. All right. This one probably is, but yeah, I'm not sure. This. That's some aesthetic for maybe later if we have time, but so far time is flying. Right, not this. It's not something I need at the moment. All right, so I'm still looking for ideas. Welcome everybody who's getting in here. We have a big problem at the moment, which is we removed a bushing from the BMW and the brand new one seems like it doesn't fit properly. It sits way too loose inside there, making the control arm moving around. So that's not ideal. So we will have to find something. So basically in here, we're supposed to add a bushing that should be pressed in place so it doesn't move at all. And at the moment, well, it's not working the way it should. So we are looking forward to finding a way to make this work. And we are just trying to get ideas at the moment. So yep, that's where we are sitting right now. Just going to think about it for a second, just trying to make sure we're not doing stupid things right now. And yeah, at the same time I'm gonna repair the thread on that thing here. All right, that's still threading pretty well, so that's cool. It's getting harder there. But yeah, so basically we are trying to figure out how we're gonna make this bushing stay in place. Yikes, would have happened, would not have happened. You think that? Yeah, you're gonna have to replace your engine though. So not too bad. Not too bad. The guy has a brand new car, doesn't know shit about cars and think his car is the best. Oh well, so we have to figure a way to make that fit. So this is still working, this is good. No big deal. And I thought that since it was going so well, we will be done by lunchtime. LOL! All right, what are we going to do with that? Le gasp. We're going to... Yeah, I need to find my sandpaper and basically try sanding that, see if it's grading a little bit more. So for that, I'm gonna have to go through this. Just going to take a look inside my crates. There's a crate that has some sandpaper for sure. Just have to find it. Is that you, baby boo? No, it's not. Who's the one with the sandpaper? Not you. This is that and stuff. Lunchtime, let's go. What? It's 11:30. Oh yeah, that's true. You're in vacation too. Right. So it is lunchtime for you. That's good. I wasn't about to say, come on, man. Work! Time to work! Alright, alright. Oh, I know where they are. They are in here. Just remember that. Just had a flash. They are on top here at a place where I'm not using a lot of it, so yep, there they are. All right, so I have a super rough one. What are you? You are some, I don't know, but you are pretty rough. So we're gonna try that. I'm just going to try using a bit of sandpaper and make the surface a bit more rough. I don't think that's gonna be the solution, but that's not gonna be like, I mean, that should help at least, right? So we're gonna try that. So basically, I don't know if you can see it properly, probably not, but we are making the surface. Let me just move that. We are making that surface in there a bit more rough, which will help for the bearing to grip. Just like you're doing with paint, because you want it to grip properly on your wall. Otherwise it won't stick in there. Yeah, I feel like if we're not like having a proper solution, we're just going to really stick that bushing inside there. So like that, at least I have some gripping surface. There you go. And I'm gonna do the same on the new bushing. So making sure it's not like all smoothing on there. All right. Yep, so basically I can show you, but we went from, let's show it this here. Is it going to show up? I don't think so. Basically this one is smooth and this one is rough now, but it won't show up properly. So hey, rip. Let's just try, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to just slip in there. But hey, who knows? Oh, it did help. It did help quite a lot. It's gripping at least. Oh, there you go. Bye-bye. Just going to put some sand in there and that's gonna do it. But yeah, at least it did work a little bit. Like now it's not as easy to put in there. So I'm gonna try to make it even less smooth than that. And same for the inside. And that could be one step on the right track there. Man, that's super boring to do. Like trying to figure out something that should have worked perfectly is the worst thing to do, to be fair. If it was possible to just make it expand a little bit, that will help. Like I said, just doing it like 4 little, super little welding spot on it will probably work. Like it wouldn't get too hot, so it wouldn't burn down the surface inside, but at the same time might help just making it grip into place, which is what we want. One thing sure, I'm gonna order some brand new one really soon. So yeah, let's try making that even better. Just going to cut the sandpaper just to help me. Just want to be damaging the surface a little bit, so this way you're giving some grip to both surface, and I want more of them in this side here, so basically it's giving some channel sideways to make it like fit really not tight. See, I can barely put it. Yeah, that's working, honestly. I will be careful. Yeah, exactly. But basically, I'm not really removing material at the moment, just because I'm not applying a lot of pressure on it, and it's a super huge grain. So basically, I'm not trying to go like too in depth. I'm really just scratching the surface. So I'm not removing a lot of material. I know what you mean, like you don't want to make more clearance than what we have already because we are already missing some. But yeah, basically I'm just giving it a bit more scratch on it. And that was the idea with the punch too. Like it's basically you are moving some metal on the side and making it grip, and you're not removing anything. Well, yeah, but I think you understand what I mean. Still going in there, but it's super hard now to put in there. So that's a win so far. It's definitely not enough, but at least see, I cannot move it forward and backward so far. Honestly, I'm tempted to try that with a bit of like GB weld or something like that, and that wouldn't move at all. That will be a pain in the ass to remove further, like in the future, but a touch of GB weld with that, like just a light, not a lot of it, just a light touch of it on the surface of the bearing should make the job. Even though it's redneck, I think that would be enough to have something like that would work for the time we are in the US. I'm open to comments, by the way. Like you can say it's super stupid, it's a super stupid idea, but I'm pretty sure that will work. Right, I kind of want to try the punch on the bearing, on the bushing surface, just to basically, like I said, just like I did on the other part here. I'm gonna try something here. It's getting so messy in there. All right, this, the punch. Sorry for the sound. Because with an angle, what I'm doing is basically moving some metal to the side of it, right? I'm creating a slight dent into it and basically smashing metal to the side. So if we look at this, sorry, it's gonna take forever to adjust the cam. Come on, cam, come on. All right, there we go. If you look at this, if I'm doing a pattern like this on the surface, basically I'm moving the material just a bit in some places to basically create some, again, some point where it's gonna grip inside the surface of the hub, right? What do we think of this? See, we see it perfectly on top. since I have two bushing, I can destroy one and try that technique, right? Because that will make perfect sense. It's just like when you're trying to remove something and you basically dent it, it's going to be a pain in the ass to remove. That's exactly what I'm thinking of at the moment. I feel like that will be a way to make it work quite well. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to replace the middle part of it. Yeah, that's impossible. I just saw how it was done. It's pressed into place. I kind of just want someone telling me, yeah, that makes sense. Because what else could we do? I don't have any spare parts for other than the bushing itself. So that's gonna be quite hard to do. Because what we want is that in the end, when I'm gonna try to push it inside the hole there, it's gonna be like impossible to do it by hand. If I have to use the tool, well, we know it's a win, right? Yeah, the punch pattern, I feel like, I don't think it's a great idea. Like, let's be honest, like, I don't think it's a great idea. I just think it's an idea that makes sense to make it work. All right, I'm sending it on that one. Let's go. So I'm not going to film everything because it's basically a mess here. So you're just going to see me here doing some hammer fun in there. Where did I put the punch now? Come on, man. The hammer was there. It's right there. Just move a little bit. I'm just going to try it in a few places for now, like on 4 side, and see if it's doing good or if it's doing bad. There. And yeah, I'm not applying too much force to it because basically I don't want it to be. Okay, bye. There's a wrench that just got on the ground. So I'm just going to do that. This. There's a few different ways you can make this work, to be fair. Because it doesn't matter, like, it really doesn't matter what you're trying to do. Basically, one thing that always happens with cylinder when you're trying to move them, to place them inside a specific spot, is that you can either crush them a little bit, so one side is going to be a bit higher than the other side, and this way, just crushing it a little bit too much could be also a way to make it fit in there, and like having something solid, because it wouldn't be properly distributed, like the weight, but at the same time that will kind of work to the purpose of just making it grip inside its place. Last side. I'm doing it like a 4. Man, that fly. Sérieux, la mouche, elle me gosse, là. All right, see ya. See ya, Bushin. All right, so we have one done there. Problem with making it and all is that it will probably strain it under load, so wouldn't count. Oh, yeah, true. That's quite fair. So, I added a bit of a diamond pattern on each side. So we're gonna see if it added some restriction. Yes, it did. It did pretty well. Yep, it did super well. I'm just going to push it back and try again. Just by moving it around, see if it's really not just that I was misaligned. No, it did. as soon as I get to the first spot, it's super creepy. So that's working pretty well, and that makes sense because you're pushing metal just a bit on the outside. So if I'm doing that like all around it with another row, inside row, middle row and outside row, I should be able to get enough grip. And honestly, I just want to be safer than less. Even though I will hate myself later on, I think I'm gonna buy basically just a little GB well that I'm gonna put just a tiny touch in there, just so it really stick into place. Because basically with the bushing removal tool, I should be able anyway to push everything out once I'm gonna be ready for that. So let's keep going with that because honestly it works. And that's a super good news. Do I recommend? No. Am I a professional? No. Am I maybe wrong? Maybe. But I'm really ready to try that instead of having a car not working for the US because everything is already paid and I don't want to be missing that event. So if that means I can go to the event, well, I'm gonna do that for sure. Yeah, okay, the last message was the oval one, yep. And I totally agree with that. I don't know if the girlfriend is watching at the moment. If she is, well, she will know that maybe the car is gonna be a bit sketchy to use. Hehe. I don't think it's gonna be that sketchy though. Like I said, it had a loose and it was still going strong. So right now it's just about keeping everything in place, and you can be sure that I'm probably not streaming tomorrow afternoon. I'm gonna go and try like ride the car and push it hard enough to make sure everything stays in place. No, the bushing. Nothing happened. Hee. But yeah, I'm probably going to give a little trash ride to the car tomorrow afternoon, just making sure that everything is really in place and staying in place. Yeah, that's really doing a good job. The pattern, it feels grippy. I'm really sure it's gonna do the job perfectly. Imagine if in the end that's the best thing and it never breaks again. Lol, like that will happen. It's redneck, but it's sometimes the way you need to go. Is that something legal in street? No. Hey Kev, is it legal in my category? Imagine someone saying, hey, you did something to your bushing, so now you're not a street guy anymore. Like if it will change anything, except making it possibly less reliable. No, that's not something that will change anything to a ranking, to be fair. Just because basically you're still using the OEM parts and it's not really a performance modification on it. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see, where am I missing some? Nowhere, that's pretty good. All right. Don't tell Daryl I did that, okay? Because he's gonna judge me. But if it works, it works. All right, so basically now, if I'm giving it a... Never do that at home, okay? I'm a non-professional doing stupid things. But basically, you can already see that we had a pretty good pattern, and we see at the top here a lot of metal parts going through there. So like a lot of little metal tabs. So that's gonna be the way... That's gonna be the way we're gonna push that in there, and yeah, I probably will end up the stream soon anyway. Yep, 10 minutes to go normally. We're just going to try it again in here, making sure that it's not going in there easily, and I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue as a safety to make sure that we have a solid connection. Yeah. Yep, it's not going in there. It's not going in there anymore. That's perfect. So, yep, I think that this is going to be the full... That's the backing plate. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the way we're gonna do it. I'm gonna add a little bit of glue, just making sure, and I'm gonna order some new one. So I feel like we're gonna see the BMW again right after the US event. But so far we need that car to be working. So everything's gonna be good to make it work. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like solid enough to like make it work for us, basically 9 runs during the weekend, something like that. So yeah. All right, so hey, that was not the thing I was expecting this morning to go wrong. The bolt was something I was a bit afraid of, but this part right there, I was a bit afraid of having difficulties to remove the old bushing. In fact, everything went super well. And it's the brand new part that's like pissing me off at the moment. That is not what I expected at all. But this is part of the game, and on that I'm gonna just end up the stream there, and I'm gonna be back in 2 hours during my lunchtime. I'm gonna go grab some oil for the BMW, and also going to grab any other possible stuff that could make this thing, this repair work. So have a nice lunchtime, guys, and see you a bit later on. All right, ciao ciao.